The space station Orion Prime floated in the dark space between stars. It was a busy place. Many different aliens lived and worked there. Ships came and went every day. Some aliens had green skin, some had many eyes, some walked on 4 legs. It was noisy and crowded. HFY walked down a long hallway. She was a young woman from the planet Velnar. Her skin was pale blue. Her eyes were large and silver. She wore a stiff gray uniform. She felt very unhappy. Her teachers had sent her here for cultural learning. They said she must talk to humans. HFY hated this idea. To the Velnari people, humans were weak. Humans could not read minds. They were slow and messy. They made loud noises and broke things. HFY thought humans were like scared animals. They ran around without thinking. She believed they had no real strength, and she turned a corner. Ahead, a human man was fixing a wall panel. He was short and thin. His dark hair was messy. His clothes were dirty with oil stains. He was Ji-hoon. He worked as an engineer on the station. HFY knew his name because she had seen his picture. He looked tired. His shoulders were slumped. He moved slowly like an old man. HFY walked past him quickly. She did not look at him. She did not want to smell the oil on his clothes. She thought, another useless human, always in the way. Ji-hoon saw her. He stopped working. He watched her walk away. His eyes followed her back. But when she turned her head, he looked down fast. He pretended to study his tools. HFY did not notice. She was already thinking about her next meeting. She walked faster. She was late. Her teacher, Min-soo, would be angry. Min-soo was older and strict. He believed Velnari were the best people in the galaxy. He often said, "Humans are like shadows. They copy others but have no light of their own." HFY agreed with him. The hallway was long and straight. Bright lights hung from the ceiling. HFY's boots made loud clack sounds on the metal floor. She passed a door marked Maintenance. Then she saw a problem. High above her, a metal box on the wall was open. Wires hung out like snakes. Some wires were sparking. Tiny blue sparks jumped between them. Zzt, zzt. The sparks made a bad smell like burnt plastic. HFY stopped walking. She felt afraid. Sparks meant danger. She looked around for help. No one was near. The hallway was empty. She took a small step back. Maybe the sparks would stop, but they did not. A spark grew bigger, and it touched a thick wire. Pop! The wire exploded. Hot, melted metal shot out like rain. It fell toward HFY. She froze. Her silver eyes went wide. She could not move. The metal pieces would hit her face. They would burn her badly. She would scream. She would run. But her feet felt stuck to the floor. Then, thud! Someone pushed her hard from the side. HFY fell against the wall. Her shoulder hurt. She saw Ji-hoon standing where she had been. Sparks and hot metal pieces fell all around him. One piece hit his arm. He did not make a sound. He just stood there, looking at the smoking wires. The sparks stopped. The hallway was quiet again. Only the smell of burnt things remained. HFY pushed herself off the wall. Her heart beat very fast. She looked at Ji-hoon. His sleeve was torn. A red mark showed on his skin where the metal hit him. But he did not seem hurt badly. "Stupid human!" HFY shouted in Velnari. "Why you push me? You almost kill me!" She knew he did not understand her language. She did not care. She was angry and scared. Ji-hoon turned to her. His face was calm. He pointed at the spot where she had stood. Melted metal covered the floor there. If she had stayed, it would have hit her head. He said slowly in broken words, "Danger. You. Safe now." HFY felt confused. She looked at the metal mess on the floor. Then she looked at Ji-hoon's arm. The red mark was small. He had pushed her out of danger. But why, she thought. He is clumsy. He ran into me by accident. Then he got lucky. The sparks stopped just in time. She did not believe he saved her on purpose. Humans were not that smart. They did not plan things. They just moved around without thinking. Hey, typical human, she muttered. Too slow to help. Too lucky to die. She walked past him again. This time, she did not look back. She hurried down the hallway. Her hands shook a little. She told herself it was nothing, just a small accident. But Ji-hoon watched her go. When she turned the corner, he did not look at the broken wires. He looked at his wrist. A small black device was there, like a watch, but not for telling time. He pressed a button on it. A soft beep sound came out. He listened for a moment. Then he nodded once. His eyes were serious, not tired, not slow. He turned back to the broken wires. He pulled tools from his belt. He started working fast and quiet, like a man who knew exactly what to do. Haewon did not see this. She was already in Min-soo's office. "Sorry I am late," she said to her teacher. "A human got in my way." Min-soo sat at a desk. His blue skin looked dark with anger. "Humans," he said. "They are like flies, always buzzing, always dirty." "Yes," Haewon agreed. She told him about the sparks. "The human pushed me, but he was just clumsy. He got lucky." Min-soo nodded. "Of course. Humans have no skill, only luck, and luck runs out." He pointed a long finger at her. "Remember this, Haewon. We Velnari are strong because we think with our minds. Humans think with their hands. They break things. They cannot protect anyone, not even themselves." Haewon felt better. Min-soo was wise. He was always right. She had been silly to feel scared. It was just a human accident. Nothing more. Later, Haewon walked back through the same hallway. The mess from the sparks was gone. The floor was clean. Ji-hoon was not there. She saw a new panel on the wall. It looked fixed. She walked quickly. She did not think about the human. But far away in a dark room, Ji-hoon sat alone. He looked at a small screen. It showed pictures from cameras all over the station. One picture showed Haewon walking. Another showed Min-soo in his office. Another showed Tae-sik, the mean Kalor commander, talking to two other aliens. Ji-hoon's face was hard. He pressed his comm device again. "Target safe," he whispered. "But the trap is set. They will try again." He closed his eyes. He looked very tired, but his hands stayed steady on the screen. Haewon walked home. She felt the cold metal floor under her boots. She thought about dinner. She did not know about the screen. She did not know about the trap. She did not know Ji-hoon was watching over her. She only knew one thing. Humans were weak. They could not protect anyone. She was wrong, but she did not know it yet. Haewon did not see Ji-hoon for 3 days. She was glad. She worked with Min-soo in the meeting rooms. They talked to aliens from other planets. Some aliens had scales. Some had fur. All were strong and smart. Haewon felt safe with them. Humans were not allowed in these rooms. On the 4th day, Haewon walked to the food room. She was hungry. The station's air felt cold. Her blue skin tingled. She thought about Velnar. She missed the warm wind there. As she turned a corner, she saw Ji-hoon. He was fixing a floor panel. His hands were dirty. Oil covered his fingers. He looked up when he heard her boots. His eyes were dark and tired. Haewon walked faster. She did not want to talk to him. Clank. And a loud noise came from above. Haewon looked up. A metal door in the ceiling was shaking. It was an airlock door. The station used these doors to keep air inside. If it opened in space, all the air would rush out. People would float away and die. The door shook harder. Clank! Clank! Haewon froze. She knew this sound. It meant the door was breaking. She took one step back, then another. She needed to run, but her legs felt heavy. Ji-hoon stood up fast. He dropped his tools. He ran toward her. Haewon felt angry. "Why is this human running at me?" she thought. He grabbed her arm. He pulled her hard. They fell behind a big metal box just as... Whoosh! The airlock door flew open. Air screamed out of the hallway. Papers, tools, and small boxes flew into space. Haewon covered her face. She felt the wind pull at her clothes. Ji-hoon put his body between her and the wind. He held the metal box with one hand. His knuckles were white. After 10 seconds, the door slammed shut. The air stopped rushing. Silence came back. Haewon's ears hurt. She looked at Ji-hoon. His face was close to hers. He was breathing fast. "Are you okay?" he asked in slow words. Haewon pulled her arm away. "I was fine," she lied. Her voice shook. "You pushed me again. Stupid human." Ji-hoon pointed at the floor where she had stood. A loose pipe lay there. It was bent like a broken bone. If she had been there, the pipe might have hit her head. "Pipe. Loose," he said. "Danger." Haewon did not answer. She walked away fast. Her heart beat like a drum. It was just luck, she told herself. He ran into me by accident, like last time. But her hands felt cold. The next morning, Haewon went to eat breakfast. The food room was full of aliens. She got her meal, a gray paste in a bowl. Velnari food was not tasty, but it gave strength. She sat at a table alone. Ji-hoon was there too. He stood at the food machine. He got 2 bowls. One he put on his tray, the other he carried across the room. Haewon watched him. He walked slowly. He looked at the floor. He stopped near Haewon's table. His tray tilted. The second bowl slipped. It fell right into Haewon's lap. "Ah, sorry," Ji-hoon said. He grabbed napkins. Gray paste covered Haewon's uniform. It smelled sour. Haewon jumped up. "You clumsy idiot!" she yelled. Other aliens turned to look. She felt hot shame on her face. Ji-hoon cleaned the mess. He gave her his own bowl of food. "Please, eat this," he said. Haewon took it. She was too hungry to refuse. She ate quickly. The paste tasted wrong, bitter, like bad medicine. She finished it and threw the bowl away. 2 hours later, Haewon felt sick. Her stomach hurt. She threw up in the bathroom. Minsu found her there. "What happened?" he asked. His silver eyes were sharp. "The human, Ji-hoon," Haewon gasped. "He gave me bad food." Minsu helped her stand. "Humans are dirty," he said. "Their food is poison. They do not care about others." Haewon nodded. She believed him. Ji-hoon must have put something bad in her food. But why? That afternoon, she saw Ji-hoon again. He sat alone in a quiet hallway. His head was in his hands. He looked very ill. He was pale. His hands shook. He is sick too, Haewon realized, from the bad food. But why did he eat it? He had given her his bowl. He should have been safe. She almost felt sorry for him. Then she remembered Minsu's words. Humans are parasites. They cling to stronger species. Maybe Ji-hoon got sick because he stole her food. That made sense. She walked past him without stopping. But that night, Haewon could not sleep. She thought about the airlock, the food, the sparks from part 1. 3 times Ji-hoon was there when danger came. 3 times he helped. It cannot be luck, she thought. Not 3 times. She sat up in bed. The station lights glowed soft blue. She remembered Ji-hoon's face when he pulled her from the airlock. He did not look surprised. He looked ready. Like he knew the door would break. A scary idea came to her. What if he caused the dangers? Maybe he broke the airlock door. Maybe he poisoned the food. Then he saved her to look good. Humans were tricky like that. Minsu said so. Haewon felt angry, but she would ask him tomorrow. The next day was the big dinner. All important aliens came. Haewon wore her best uniform. Minsu walked beside her. The dinner room was shiny. Long tables held food from many planets. Haewon sat between Minsu and a tall insect alien. Ji-hoon was not there. Good. She did not want to see him. Then the Clore came in. They were reptile people, green skin, sharp teeth. Their leader was Tai-sik. He had a deep voice that rumbled like thunder. Tai-sik walked straight to Haewon. He leaned close. His breath smelled like rotten eggs. "Little mind reader," he hissed. Your people steal thoughts. You are thieves. We do not trust thieves. Haiwan did not move. Vilnari never showed fear, but her blood felt cold. Taisik's hand touched his belt, where a knife might be. Min-Su started to stand. Do not threaten her, he said. Taisik laughed. Or what? You read my mind? You are weak, like your human friends. Haiwan's hands curled into fists under the table. She wanted to run, but Vilnari did not run. Then Ji-hoon appeared. He carried a tray with drinks. He walked behind Taisik. His face was blank, like a servant. Excuse me, Ji-hoon said to Taisik. He held out a drink. Special color juice. Taisik turned. What? I did not order this. Ji-hoon pointed at Taisik's empty hand. Your hand, empty. You need drink. Taisik took the drink. Ji-hoon moved away fast. Taisik looked at the cup. He sniffed it. Then he turned back to Haiwan. But Min-Su was already talking loudly about trade deals. The moment was broken. Taisik growled and walked to another table. Haiwan's heart slowed. She looked for Ji-hoon. He was gone. And only the drink sat on the table where Taisik stood. He saved me, she thought, again. But how? Ji-hoon was just a human, a weak, slow human. Min-Su said humans had no honor. They only helped to get something. After dinner, Haiwan found Min-Su alone. The human, Ji-hoon, she said. He helped me with Taisik. Min-Su's face turned hard. Do not trust him. Humans are snakes. They smile but bite. But he stopped Taisik. By bringing a drink? That is nothing. A servant's job. He did not stand with you. He hid. Min-Su stepped closer. Listen, Haiwan. Humans pretend to help. But they cause the danger first. They make trouble, then fix it. So we think they are good. But they are not. They are weak. They must trick us to feel strong. Haiwan felt confused. Min-Su was wise, but Ji-hoon's face, when he gave Taisik the drink, and it was not a servant's face, it was calm, like he knew what to do. Maybe he is different, she whispered. Min-Su grabbed her shoulder. No, all humans are the same. They cling to us because they cannot survive alone. They are parasites. Remember that. Haiwan nodded. She believed Min-Su. She had to. But that night she checked the station logs. Min-Su showed her how. She typed Ji-hoon's name. The screen showed his work. Day 1. Fixed conduit near hallway B, where the sparks happened. Day 4. Repaired airlock door on hallway C, where the pipe broke. Day 5. Serviced food synthesizer in room 7, where she got sick. Every time danger came, Ji-hoon had worked there first. Haiwan closed the screen. Her head hurt. Coincidence, she told herself. He is an engineer. He fixes things everywhere. She tried to sleep, but she dreamed of Ji-hoon's tired eyes. In the dream, he pointed at dangers she could not see. He said, "Look closer." When she woke up, she felt sick again. Not her stomach, her mind. Something was wrong. Ji-hoon was too careful. She walked to the engine room. She would ask him. She would demand the truth. The engine room was hot and loud. Machines hummed like giant bees. Haiwan saw Ji-hoon under a big machine. He was on his back. His hands moved fast with tools. She stood over him. "Ji-hoon!" she said loudly. He slid out. His face was dirty. Sweat dripped down his neck. He looked at her. Not scared, not happy, just tired. "Why?" Haiwan asked. "Why are you always there? When bad things happen?" Ji-hoon sat up. He wiped his face. "Bad things happen," he said. "But you fix them. The sparks, the airlock, the food. You were there." Ji-hoon looked down. He picked up a wrench. "I fix machines. Machines break." Haiwan felt frustrated. "You are not telling truth. Min-Su says humans trick us, that you cause danger to look good." Ji-hoon's head snapped up. His eyes were dark. For a second, he did not look tired. He looked angry. Min-soo, wrong. Then tell me right, Hae-won shouted over the noise. Ji-hoon stood up. He was shorter than her, but he stood straight. I protect, he said. Simple words, like he chose them carefully. You, safe, that is all. Hae-won blinked. Protect? From what? Ji-hoon did not answer. He pointed at a blinking light on the machine. Danger, he said. I fix now. He slid back under the machine. Hae-won stood alone. The machines roared. She thought about his words. I protect. But why? Humans did not protect aliens. Miss Min-soo said so. She walked away. Her boots clanged on the metal floor. She felt more confused than before. Later, she saw Ji-hoon from far away. He stood in a dark hallway. He watched Tae-sik talk to two other aliens. Ji-hoon's hand touched the black device on his wrist. His face was serious, not tired, not slow. Hae-won hid behind a wall. She watched him. He was not clumsy. He was waiting, like a hunter. A cold thought came to her. What if Min-soo is wrong? But that was impossible. Velnari were always right. Humans were weak. They could not protect anyone. She turned and walked fast. She did not look back. Ji-hoon stayed in the dark. He pressed his wrist device. Target safe, he whispered. But the hunters are close. He closed his eyes. He looked very old, very tired. Hae-won went to her room. She sat on her bed, and she thought about Ji-hoon's words, I protect. She shook her head. No, she said out loud, humans do not protect. They cannot. But deep inside, a small voice asked, what if he can? Hae-won could not stop thinking about Ji-hoon. His words echoed in her head. I protect. She tried to forget them. She told herself Min-soo was right. Humans were weak. They could not protect anyone. But why did Ji-hoon look so serious in the dark hallway? Why did he watch Tae-sik like a hunter? She walked to the observation deck. The big window showed space. Stars glittered like tiny lights. Earth looked small and blue far away. Hae-won felt tired. She had not slept well. Her silver eyes felt heavy. Suddenly, the lights flickered. Blink, blink. The station groaned like a sick animal. Alarms began to scream. Woo! Woo! A voice came from the walls. Warning! Solar flare incoming! Radiation levels high! All personnel to emergency pods! Hae-won's heart jumped. Solar flares were dangerous. Bad spacelight could burn skin. It could kill if you stayed outside too long. She turned to run. The lights went out. Only red emergency lights glowed. The air got hot. Hae-won ran down the hallway. Her boots clacked loud on the floor. Other aliens ran too. Some shouted in fear. She turned a corner. Ahead, a metal door hung half open. Smoke poured out. The hallway beyond was dark. Hae-won stopped. She could not go that way. She turned back. Another hallway. This one was empty. Good. She ran faster. Then, boom! A wall exploded. Fire and smoke burst out. Hot metal pieces flew everywhere. Hae-won screamed. She covered her face. The fire rushed toward her. She turned to run back, but the smoke was thick, and she could not see. Her chest hurt. She coughed. The air burned her throat. She stumbled forward. Her legs felt weak. Her silver eyes watered. She fell to her knees. The floor was hot. I will die here, she thought. No one will know. Then strong hands grabbed her. Someone pulled her up. She looked up. It was Ji-hoon. His face was black with soot. His eyes were wide with fear, but not for himself, for her. Come, he shouted. He dragged her away from the fire. They ran through the smoke. Hae-won's head spun. She felt dizzy. Her skin tingled badly. The radiation was hurting her. Velnari bodies were weak to radiation. Ji-hoon kicked open a small door. It was a maintenance closet, dark and smelly. He pushed Hae-won inside. Then he followed. He shut the door hard. Silence. Only their breathing. Huff. Huff. The air in the closet was clean. Hae-won gasped. She leaned against the wall. Her body shook. Ji-hoon knelt beside her. He checked her arms. His fingers were gentle. "You hurt?" he asked. Haewon tried to speak, but her mouth was dry. Her head felt full of cotton. She shook her head. "No." Ji-hoon nodded. He sat close. He pulled a small device from his pocket. He pressed buttons. "Radiation. Almost gone," he said. "Safe soon." Haewon closed her eyes. She felt weak. Her mind felt broken. Velnari telepaths could not control their power when hurt. It just spilled out. Suddenly she heard something. Not with her ears, with her mind. Haewon's pod trajectory. Adjust by 3.2 degrees or she hits debris. She opened her eyes. Ji-hoon sat very still. He looked at the door, but the words were in her head. Clear as water. Haewon's pod trajectory. Adjust by 3.2 degrees. And it was Ji-hoon's thought. She was reading his mind. But humans had no minds to read. Min-soo said so. Humans were empty inside. Another thought came. Tae-sik's knife in his boot. Block left at corridor junction. Haewon gasped. Tae-sik carried a knife? When? Where? Ji-hoon turned to her. "You cold?" he asked. He took off his dirty jacket. He put it on her shoulders, but Haewon could not stop hearing. More thoughts flooded in. Her nutrient paste, substitute with synth berries at 1400. That was the bad food. The conduit spark saw the frayed wire hours ago. He knew the sparks would happen. Her fear when Kalor approached must not let her show weakness. He saw her fear. The thoughts came fast, like rain. Haewon covered her ears. But it did not help. The words were inside her skull. Then the strongest thought, if she dies here. "The others win. Protect Haewon. Protect them all." Haewon stared at Ji-hoon. His face was calm, but his mind was loud, full of care, full of plans. He knew, she realized. He knew the sparks would happen. He knew the airlock would break. He knew the food was poisoned. He had not been clumsy. He had not been lucky. He planned it all. But why? Another thought. Radiation high. She is sick. Need medkit. Hallway B locker. Ji-hoon stood up. He opened the closet door a crack. He looked out. "Smoke. Gone," he said. "I get help." "No!" Haewon grabbed his arm. She could not let him go. She needed to know. Ji-hoon looked at her. His eyes were dark, tired, but strong. "You safe," he said. "I come back." Haewon pulled him closer. She pressed her forehead against his. Velnari did this to share deep thoughts, to show trust. Why? She thought hard. Why protect me? Ji-hoon did not pull away. His thoughts came clear. They want you hurt. Kalor. Others. To make Velnari look bad. To kick you out of Alliance. I work for Earth. We saw the plot. You are target. I am guard. Humans protect quietly, or we die. Images flashed in Haewon's mind. Tae-sik talking to a shadowy alien. A hand slipping a knife into a boot. Ji-hoon working late, fixing wires no one asked him to fix. Ji-hoon eating the poisoned food so she would not. The last image, Earth. Not as a blue dot in space, but close. Cities burning, people sharing water in the dark, hands helping strangers up from rubble. This is what we are, Ji-hoon's thought said. We protect each other. Always. Haewon let go. She fell back against the wall. Tears ran down her face. Not from pain, from shame. She had called him stupid, clumsy, weak. But he was strong, stronger than Min-soo, stronger than any Velnari she knew. He protected her without praise, without thanks, even when she hated him. Ji-hoon touched her shoulder. You cry? He asked softly. Haewon wiped her face. She could not speak. She shook her head. No. But her eyes said yes. Ji-hoon nodded. He understood. He always understood. Stay here, he said. I get med kit. He opened the door. Wait! Haewon grabbed his hand. She looked into his eyes. Thank you, she whispered in broken words. Ji-hoon smiled, a small, tired smile. Always, he said. He left. The door shut softly. Hae-won sat alone in the dark closet. Her body still hurt, but her mind felt clear. She thought about Min-soo's words. Humans are parasites. They cling to stronger species. Min-soo was wrong. So wrong. Humans did not cling. They held up. The radiation warning stopped. The red lights turned off. Normal lights came back. Hae-won heard voices outside. People were safe. The closet door opened. Ji-hoon came back. He carried a small red box, a med kit. He knelt beside her. He opened the box. He took out a small spray. "This help," he said. He sprayed her arms. The tingling pain went away. Hae-won watched him work. His hands were steady, not clumsy, not slow, skilled, like a healer. "Min-soo, he says humans trick us," she said quietly. "He says you cause danger to look good." Ji-hoon did not look up. He sprayed her neck. "Min-soo wrong," he said. "I stop danger, not make. But why you help Velnari? We are not friends." Ji-hoon finally looked at her. His eyes were deep, like dark water. "You are people," he said. "People help people." Hae-won felt a lump in her throat. People help people. Such simple words, but so strong. She thought of Earth in his memory, burning cities, people sharing water, helping strangers. Humans did not need telepathy to know pain. They felt it in their bones, and they acted. Ji-hoon closed the medkit. "You strong now?" he asked. Hae-won stood up. Her legs did not shake. "Yes," she said. "Strong." They walked out of the closet. The hallway was clean, no smoke, no fire. Other aliens walked past, safe. Ji-hoon pointed down the hall. "Your teacher, Min-soo. He waits." Hae-won saw Min-soo at the end of the hallway. His blue skin looked dark with worry. He ran toward them. "Hae-won!" he shouted. "You are alive!" He hugged her. His arms were tight. "I was so scared." Hae-won did not hug back. She looked at Ji-hoon over Min-soo's shoulder. Ji-hoon gave a small nod, and then he turned away. He walked down another hallway, back to work. Min-soo pulled back. "That human," he said, nodding after Ji-hoon. "He helped you?" Hae-won remembered Ji-hoon's thoughts. Protect them all. She remembered Earth's burning cities, people helping strangers. "Yes," she said. "He helped," Min-soo snorted. "Lucky again. Humans have no skill." Hae-won looked at Ji-hoon's back. He was almost gone, just a small figure in a dirty uniform. "No," she said softly. "Not lucky." Min-soo frowned. "What?" Hae-won turned to him. She felt calm, strong. "He protected me," she said. "On purpose. All along." Min-soo's eyes narrowed. "Do not be foolish. Humans cannot—" He saw the sparks, Hae-won interrupted. He saw the airlock break. He ate the poisoned food. He stopped Tae-sik. He did it all to keep me safe. Min-soo grabbed her arm. "Oh, who told you this? That human! He lies! He wants something!" Hae-won pulled free. "I know it," she said. "I felt it." Min-soo went very quiet. He looked at her like she was sick. "You felt it?" Hae-won did not answer. She walked past him. She needed to find Ji-hoon. She needed to thank him properly. Min-soo followed. "Hae-won, listen! Humans are dangerous. They—" "Stop!" Hae-won turned. Her voice was loud. Other aliens looked. "You are wrong. Humans are strong. They protect in the dark, where no one sees. That is real strength." Min-soo's face turned dark blue. "You sound like a child. Velnari are strong. We read minds. We do not protect like this," Hae-won said. "We show off our power. Humans hide theirs, to keep others safe." She walked away. Min-soo did not follow. Hae-won searched the station. She checked the engine room. And the food room, the hydroponics bay, no Ji-hoon. Finally, she found him in a quiet hallway. He sat on the floor, his back against the wall. His eyes were closed. He looked exhausted, old. Haewon sat beside him. She did not speak. She just sat. After a while, Ji-hoon opened his eyes. He did not seem surprised. "You find me," he said. Haewon nodded. She looked at his hands, dirty, scarred, strong. "Why you do it?" she asked. "Why protect me?" Ji-hoon was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "Because you are here, and I am here. That is enough." Haewon felt tears again, but she did not wipe them. Ji-hoon touched her arm. "You understand now?" Haewon looked at Earth through a nearby window. Small, blue, fragile. "Yes," she whispered. "I understand." She understood humans were not weak. They were quiet guardians. See, they protected the galaxy while others slept. Ji-hoon closed his eyes again. He leaned his head back. He looked peaceful. Haewon sat with him. She watched Earth glow. She felt the station hum under her. For the first time, she felt safe, not because of her telepathy, but because of a human's quiet strength. She knew one thing now. Humans did not need to read minds to be heroes. They felt hearts, and they protected, always. Haewon found Ji-hoon in the hydroponics room. Green plants grew everywhere. Water dripped from pipes. The air smelled wet and fresh. Ji-hoon stood by a tall tomato plant. He wiped sweat from his face. His hands were dirty from work. He looked tired, but not surprised to see her. "Hello, Haewon," he said. His voice was quiet. Haewon stepped closer. Her heart beat fast. She remembered his thoughts in the closet. Protect them all. She knew the truth now, but she needed to hear it from him. "Why?" she asked. "Why protect me?" Ji-hoon looked at the plants. "Danger," he said. "For you. For Velnari." "But why you? You are human. We are not friends." Ji-hoon turned to her. His eyes were dark and serious. "Earth sees problem," he explained slowly. "Kalor, Taesik, others. They want Velnari gone." Haewon felt cold. "Gone? Why?" "Velnari read minds," Ji-hoon said. "Other species feel scared. They think Velnari steal thoughts. Taesik makes plan. He tries to make Velnari look bad." Haewon remembered Taesik's hissing voice. "You are thieves." "How?" she whispered. "Taesik hurts you," Ji-hoon said. "Makes it look like Velnari started fight. Then Alliance says, 'Go away, Velnari.' Humans see this plan." "Can we stop it?" Haewon's head spun. The sparks, the airlock, the poisoned food. It was all Taesik's work. To hurt her. To frame Velnari. "And you stopped it?" Ji-hoon nodded. "I watch. I fix danger. Before it happens." Haewon thought of the sparks. Ji-hoon had seen the frayed wire hours before. He pushed her aside not by accident, but on purpose. "Why not tell me?" she asked. "Too dangerous," Ji-hoon said. "If Taesik knows I help you, he hurts others. Humans cannot fight Kalor openly. We protect quietly." He touched his chest. "This is how we are." Haewon remembered the memory he showed her. Earth's burning cities. People sharing water. Helping strangers. This is what we are. "But Minsu says humans trick us," she said. "He says you cause danger to look good." Ji-hoon shook his head. "Minsu wrong. Humans do not trick. We help." He pointed to a broken pipe above them. Water dripped slowly. "See pipe? I fix later. No one sees. But plants get water. Good work done quiet." Haewon understood. Humans were like that pipe. They fixed things in the dark. No one thanked them. But the work mattered. "Thank you," she said. Her voice was soft. "For protecting me." Ji-hoon smiled a little. "You're welcome." Just then Min-soo walked in. His blue skin looked dark with anger. He saw Haewon and Ji-hoon close together. "What is this?" Min-soo demanded. "Talking to the human again? I told you." "He is not tricking me," Haewon said loudly. "He saved me. Taesik is making trouble. To kick Velnari out. Minsu laughed a cold laugh. Tae-sik? A Kalor would never work with humans. Humans lie. They have no honor. He pointed at Ji-hoon. This one wants something. It may be your trust. Maybe your secrets. Humans steal what they cannot earn. Ji-hoon did not move. He stood straight. I steal nothing, he said. I protect. Protect? Minsu sneered. You are weak. How can a human protect anyone? Haiwan stepped between them. He knows about Tae-sik's plan. He stopped the sparks. He stopped the airlock. He ate the poisoned food. Minsu's eyes narrowed. Poisoned food? What nonsense. The human gave you bad food. He made you sick. No, Haiwan cried. He gave me his food to save me. He got sick instead. Minsu grabbed Haiwan's arm. Stop this. You sound like a fool. Humans are snakes. They smile but bite. Ji-hoon stepped forward. Minsu, he said calmly. See proof. He pulled a small black device from his pocket, like the one on his wrist. He pressed a button. A hologram appeared in the air. It showed Tae-sik in a dark room. Two shadowy aliens stood with him. Tae-sik held out a bag of shiny rocks. Kalor money. The human engineer helps the Velnari girl, Tae-sik hissed. Break the airlock near her. Make it look like she caused it. Then we say Velnari are dangerous. One shadowy alien nodded. And the human? He dies too, Tae-sik said. No one will miss a weak human. The hologram ended. Silence filled the room. Water dripped from the pipe. Min-su's mouth hung open. His blue skin turned pale. Hye-won felt tears in her eyes. She looked at Ji-hoon. You recorded this? Ji-hoon nodded. I work near vents. I hear things. Min-su backed away. This is real? Real, Ji-hoon said. Tae-sik wants Velnari gone. He uses me to hurt you. Min-su sank onto a bench. He covered his face. I was wrong, he whispered. I called humans weak, but they see danger we miss. Hye-won knelt beside him. Min-su, we must tell the Alliance. Min-su looked up. His eyes were wet. Yes, but Tae-sik has friends. Many species distrust Velnari. They will not believe a human's word. Ji-hoon held up the device. They believe video? Min-su took the device. He watched the hologram again. His hands shook. Yes, this proof is strong. Then tell them, Ji-hoon said. Min-su stood up. I will go now. He walked to the door. Then he stopped. He turned back. Ji-hoon, he said. His voice was low. Thank you. Ji-hoon just nodded. Min-su left. Hye-won and Ji-hoon were alone again. Will they listen? Hye-won asked. Ji-hoon watered the tomato plant. Some will, some not. He looked at her. Truth spreads slow. Like water in dry ground. Hye-won touched a green leaf. Min-su believed you. That is start. Ji-hoon smiled. Good start. Later, Hye-won walked with Min-su to the meeting room. Many aliens sat at a big table. Tae-sik was there. He grinned when he saw Hye-won. Ah, the mind reader, Tae-sik said loudly. Come to steal more thoughts? Min-su stepped forward. We have proof, he announced. Proof that Tae-sik plans to harm Velnari. Tae-sik laughed. Proof? From who? A human? He pointed at Ji-hoon, who stood quietly in the corner. That weak thing? He cannot even fix a pipe right. Min-su played the hologram. The room went silent. Tae-sik's grin vanished. His green skin turned gray. The shadowy aliens looked away. When it ended, the insect queen spoke. Her voice buzzed. This is bad, very bad. Tae-sik jumped up. Fake! Humans make fake videos. But the Kalor ambassador stood up too. He looked ashamed. No fake, he said. Tae-sik is not true Kalor. He works for himself. We send him home. Tae-sik roared. You cannot! Two Kalor guards grabbed his arms. They dragged him out, shouting. The meeting ended. Aliens left quietly. Some looked at Hye-won, Some looked at Ji-hoon. Their eyes were different now. Not scared, not angry, just thinking. Haiwan found Ji-hoon by the window. Earth glowed blue below. "They believed," she said. "Because of you." Ji-hoon shook his head. "Because of truth." "But you found the truth." She touched his arm. "You risked your life." Ji-hoon looked at Earth. "Humans risk for others. Always." Just then, Min-soo came over. He held a shiny medal. "The Alliance gives this to you," he told Ji-hoon. "Ah, for bravery." Ji-hoon looked at the medal. He did not take it. "No need," he said. Min-soo pushed it toward him. "You earned it." Ji-hoon shook his head again. "I fix air filters now. That is my job." He walked away. Min-soo stared after him. "He refuses honor," he said to Haiwan. "Why?" Haiwan watched Ji-hoon's back. He was already checking a broken vent. "Because he does not work for medals," she said. "He works for us." Min-soo put the medal in his pocket. "Strange," he murmured. "Humans are so strange." Haiwan smiled. "Not strange, strong." That night, Haiwan could not sleep. She walked the quiet halls. She saw Ji-hoon in the engine room. He was fixing a broken light. His hands moved fast and sure. She stood in the doorway. "Ji-hoon." He turned. "Haiwan, you okay?" She stepped inside. "Min-soo still doubts humans," she said. "As he says some aliens will not trust us, even with proof." Ji-hoon wiped his hands. "Trust grows slow, like plant. But how do we make it grow?" Ji-hoon thought for a moment. Then he took out his black device again. He pressed buttons. A map of the station appeared. Red dots blinked in dangerous places. Broken wires, weak pipes, old machines. "See?" he said. "Many small dangers. If they break, people get hurt." Haiwan nodded. "Yes, your job fixes them." Ji-hoon pointed at the red dots. "You tell Velnari, humans fix these quietly, every day, for everyone." He looked at her. "Not just for Velnari, for all." Haiwan understood. Humans protected the whole station. Not for thanks. Not for medals. Just because it was right. "Will you help me?" she asked. "Show the Velnari this?" Ji-hoon smiled. "Yes. A quiet work needs quiet helpers." They spent the next hours walking the station. Ji-hoon showed Haiwan every danger he had fixed. A wire he rewrapped, a pipe he resealed, a floor he resecured. At each spot, he explained simply, "This break would hurt feet. This leak would flood rooms. This spark would burn eyes." Haiwan wrote notes. She felt proud. Not for herself, for Ji-hoon, for humans. By morning, Min-soo found them in the food room. Haiwan showed him the notes. "See, Min-soo," she said. "Humans fix things all over. For everyone. They do not care who lives here. They just protect." Min-soo read the notes. He looked at Ji-hoon, who sat eating plain bread. "Is this true?" Min-soo asked Ji-hoon. Ji-hoon swallowed. "Yes." Min-soo sighed. "I thought humans were weak because they cannot read minds." He looked at Haiwan. But maybe their strength is different. They feel hearts instead of thoughts." Haiwan hugged Min-soo. "Yes, they feel hearts." Min-soo patted her back. "I am sorry I was wrong." Ji-hoon finished his bread. He stood up. "I go fix air filters now." As he left, Min-soo called after him. "Ji-hoon!" Ji-hoon turned. "Thank you," Min-soo said, "for protecting us all." Ji-hoon nodded. "Always." He walked away. His steps were quiet on the metal floor. Haiwan watched him go. She felt warm inside. Not from telepathy, from knowing the truth. Humans did not need to shout their strength. They showed it in quiet acts, in mended wires, in shared food, in standing between danger and a stranger. The galaxy was learning, slowly, like water in dry ground. The next day, the station felt different. Aliens walked slower, and they looked at humans with new eyes, Some smiled, some just watched. Haywan saw it everywhere. A lizard alien thanked a human for fixing his chair. A furry alien shared food with a human engineer. It was small things, but it was change. Haywan sat with Min Su in the meeting room. Many important aliens were there, the Alliance leaders. They needed to decide what to do about Taisik and his friends. Min Su stood up to speak. "Friends," he began, "we almost made a big mistake. We blamed Velnari for trouble. But the truth is..." He pointed at Ji-hoon, who sat quietly in the back. "Humans saw the danger first. One human, Ji-hoon, protected us all. Without noise, without praise." The room got quiet. Tae-sik's friends shifted in their seats. They did not like this. Min-su showed Ji-hoon's video again, but Tae-sik's voice filled the room. "No one will miss a weak human." A tall bird alien spoke. "Why would a human risk his life for Velnari? You read minds. He gains nothing." Min-su looked at Haywan. Haywan stood up. Her heart beat fast. She walked to the front. She faced the room. "I felt his thoughts," she said. Her voice was clear. "When I was sick in the closet, his mind was not empty. It was full of care, full of plans to keep me safe." She pointed at Ji-hoon. "He saw the sparks before they happened. He saw the broken airlock. He ate poisoned food so I would not. He did not do it for medals. He did it because it was right." The bird alien tilted his head. "But why? Humans are weak. They cannot fight like us." Haywan shook her head. "Weak? No, humans are strong in a quiet way. They protect in the dark, where no one sees. They fix broken pipes. They share food with strangers. They stand between danger and people they do not know." She looked at Ji-hoon. "Ji-hoon did not protect me because I am Velnari. He protected me because I am a person. That is how humans are." She walked to the window. Earth glowed blue below. "You call us strong because we read minds," Haywan said. "But reading thoughts is easy. Protecting strangers with no power? That is hard. That is true strength." She turned back. "Humans build walls of care where no one sees. They do not shout. They just hold up the weak. Even when they should not. Even when they gain nothing." Silence filled the room. Then the insect queen buzzed softly. "I see now. Humans are like roots. They work under the ground. We see the flowers, but roots hold up the tree." The Kalor ambassador stood. "We were wrong. We called humans weak. But they see what we miss. They fix what we break." He bowed his head. "Thank you, Ji-hoon." Ji-hoon did not stand up. He just nodded. His face was calm. The meeting ended. Taisik and his friends were kicked out of the Alliance. The station felt lighter, safer. Later, Haywan found Ji-hoon in the engine room. He was fixing a broken light. His hands moved fast. Oil covered his fingers. "You did it," she said. "They understand now." Ji-hoon wiped his face. "Good. But you did not speak at the meeting," Haywan said. "You let Min-su and me talk." "Why?" Ji-hoon pointed at the light. "Light broken. I fix. That is my job." Haywan sat beside him. "You could have a medal. Min-su said so." Ji-hoon shook his head. "Medals are shiny, but broken pipes still leak. Sick people still need help. I fix what is broken. And that is enough." Haywan thought of Earth, burning cities, people sharing water in the dark. This is what we are. "Will you stay on the station?" she asked. Ji-hoon looked at the stars. "Yes. Work here is good. People need help." Just then, Min-su walked in. He held a small box. "Ji-hoon," he said, "this is for you." Ji-hoon opened the box. Inside was a simple metal pin. It showed two hands holding up a broken wire. "It is the engineer's pin," Min-su explained. "For quiet helpers, for people who fix things no one sees." Ji-hoon touched the pin. He did not put it on. "Thank you," he said. But I do not need pin. Minsu smiled. I know, but wear it for us, so we remember. Ji-hoon nodded. He pinned it to his dirty uniform. Minsu left. Hae-won stayed. She watched Ji-hoon work. His hands were steady, skilled. Why Earth? She asked suddenly. Why do humans protect like this? Other planets do not. Ji-hoon stopped working. He looked out the window at Earth. Long ago, he said slowly, Earth was broken. Wars, fires, bad air. People hurt each other. Many died, but some did not run. Some stayed. They shared food. They carried the weak. They fixed homes with no tools. He touched his chest. In the dark, they learned, if I do not help you, who will? This became part of us, like blood, like breath. Hae-won remembered his memory, people in ruins, hands reaching out. So you protect because you were broken? Ji-hoon nodded. Broken things know how to mend. Hurt people know how to heal. He looked at her. You Velnari are strong from birth. We became strong in the fire. Hae-won felt tears, not sad tears, warm tears. She understood now. The humans did not start strong. They chose strength, every day. She placed her hand on Ji-hoon's shoulder, a Velnari gesture of deep trust. Ji-hoon did not pull away. Thank you, she whispered, for teaching us. Ji-hoon went back to work. The light flickered, then glowed bright. Fix done, he said. That night, Hae-won stood alone on the observation deck. Earth glowed below. She thought of Ji-hoon's pin, 2 hands holding a broken wire. That is us, she thought. Humans hold up the broken things, quietly, without noise. Minsu joined her. He looked at Earth, too. I was wrong for so long, he said. I thought strength was in the mind. But humans, their strength is in the heart. Hae-won smiled. Yes, they feel hearts instead of thoughts. Minsu sighed. We Velnari read minds, but we miss the heart. Humans do not read minds, but they feel the heart. He shook his head. Strange, the weak are strong. Hae-won watched a human ship leave the station. Small, simple. It carried humans back to Earth. Not weak, she said. Quiet. The next morning, Hae-won walked the station. She saw humans everywhere, fixing pipes, cleaning floors, helping aliens carry heavy boxes. No one thanked them much, but no one called them weak anymore. She found Ji-hoon in the food room. He sat alone, eating plain rice. His pin shone on his chest. Can I sit? Hae-won asked. Ji-hoon moved his tray. Sit. Hae-won ate her gray paste. She watched him. He ate slowly, like he was tired. Are you okay? She asked. Ji-hoon nodded. Tired, but work done. Hae-won saw dark circles under his eyes. You work too hard. Ji-hoon smiled. Someone must. Hae-won remembered the closet. Irradiation burning her skin, Ji-hoon pulling her to safety, his thoughts, protect Hae-won, protect them all. Why do you never rest? She asked. Ji-hoon looked around. Aliens walked past, laughing, safe. See them? He said. Happy now, because work was done. He tapped his chest. This feels good, better than rest. Hae-won understood. Humans did not need praise. They felt good inside when they helped, like a warm light. She finished her food. I must go, she said. Minsu needs me. Ji-hoon stood up. Go. Hae-won walked away. Then she stopped. She turned back. Ji-hoon? He looked up. Will you teach me? She asked. To see what you see? To fix what you fix? Ji-hoon thought for a moment. Then he smiled. Yes. Start tomorrow. Engine room. 7 a.m. Hae-won smiled back. I will be there. She left. Ji-hoon sat alone again. He ate the last bite of rice. He wiped his mouth. Then he stood up. He walked to a broken water pipe in the corner. He took out his tools. Clank, clank. The pipe dripped. Ji-hoon fixed it. No one saw. No one thanked him. But the floor stayed dry. Plants got water, people stayed safe. Hei-Wan watched from the hall. She did not go in. She just watched him work. This is heroism, she thought. Not loud fights, not shiny medals, just quiet hands fixing broken things. She walked away. Her boots made soft clack sounds. She felt different inside. Lighter, stronger. The station hummed around her. Aliens talked. Machines worked. Life went on. Because humans like Ji-hoon stood in the dark, holding up the weak, protecting the galaxy, one broken pipe at a time. Later, Hei-Wan stood at the big window. Earth glowed blue. She thought of Ji-hoon's words. Broken things know how to mend. She placed a hand on the glass. Cold, solid, like the strength humans gave the galaxy. Min-Su joined her. "The Velnari Council wants you to speak," he said. "To tell all Velnar about humans." Hei-Wan nodded. "I will." "What will you say?" Hei-Wan looked at Earth, at the small, blue world. "I will say," she began, "that humans do not need telepathy to be guardians. They feel hearts with their hands. They protect with quiet steps. They are the roots of the galaxy, holding up the tree, where no one sees." Min-Su put a hand on her shoulder. "Good words." Hei-Wan smiled. "Not my words. Ji-hoon's." They stood in silence, watching Earth. Below, Ji-hoon walked down a hallway. His pin shone on his chest. He carried tools. He looked for broken things to fix. No one followed him. And no one shouted his name. But the station stayed safe, because he was there. Quiet, strong, protecting, always.